Okay, so I'm leaving Sfax and I'm going to be on a whole new adventure today. Wow, it feels so amazing to be here. I'm going to travel to the far west of the country to a town called Tozeur, near the Algerian border. Oh no, oh no! I don't know how I'm going to get there yet. I don't know where I'm going to stay, but it's going to be an adventure. Come along, it's going to be a whole load of fun. Okay, the luage station here is absolute chaos. Everything's in Arabic, so it's impossible to see what's going where. So you see out in the yard here, if you don't have a bit of help, you've got no idea where you're going unless you speak Arabic. Oh, there we go. Finally made it. That was a long old journey. It's super hot. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it. It's about 5 o'clock, so I finally checked in, finally got set up in this charming, basic little place, but with lovely outside area. Got a pool and everything. Seems quite quiet. From what the luage driver was saying to me in, well, kind of broken English French, this is really the tourist zone where people stay around here. But it seems quiet. It seems nice. However, time is really short. It's 5 o'clock, as I say, the sun will go down soon, and I've got to get out and I've got to see just a little bit of this town, because I've got a really full agenda for you guys tomorrow. So let's get out, let's take a walk down the street, and let's head to the Medina. I'll tell you about tomorrow a little bit later, but you're going to want to stay along for this. This feels immediately like an oasis town. The palm trees, the beige brickwork, and the oppressive heat. Okay, time's a bit short here, so I did just hop in a taxi up to the Medina. Let's make the most of the remaining sunlight today. And here we go, this is the city centre. Very different and interesting architecturally around here. Well, the first thing that strikes me about Tozeur here is it definitely is set up for tourism. I guess there's quite a few people coming here for the amazing sights in the area. But I see already like a lot of kind of tourist-based shops around the centre. I see little horse carts and carriages, this sort of thing. Well, I think this certainly must be in the Medina. Very different, very quiet, certainly. Wow, walking these quiet, calm streets here just feels a world removed from the hecticness and busyness of Sfax. I really didn't expect this. So different. And I think that's about it, really. The Medina. Well, this here seems to be the other big street through the city. Wow, it's really small around here. It's so easy to walk around. Which I'm quite glad at, because there's limited time left in the day. Really getting a bit peckish. And as I say, got a really early start tomorrow. Okay, but that's going to be it for today in this little tiny tour of Tozeur. It's going to be a big day tomorrow, so I'm going to have some food, not in front of the camera this time, and I will see you guys in the morning. Okay guys, it's a nice early start this morning. I've actually got a guide organised today with a 4x4 so I can get out into the desert to places I couldn't see by myself. So first stop, going to go up near the Algerian border to the mountain Oasis. Okay, so here we go, the 4x4 is here to take us into the desert. Got a driver and guide here. Oh, I better get in, he's going to leave without me. Okay, thank you. And after a very short time getting out of the city, the landscape just changes dramatically. We've been through the salt deposits. It's very much sand here now. Not sand dunes, but very sandy, very desert feeling, even though this isn't yet the Sahara. You see a family of camels just back there, the mother, the children. It's an incredible landscape, and it's just going to get better from here. look at this. This is absolutely fantastic. So this is Chebika Oasis, and this is the foothills of the Atlas Mountains. So I find out the Atlas Mountains actually run from Morocco all the way across Algeria and into Tunisia before they kind of die off into the sea, into the Mediterranean. But this is the oasis at the bottom. Let's go take a look. One thing you certainly see straight away here is this certainly is on a tourist trail. As much as there is a tourist trail existing here, it's pretty quiet, there's not so many people around, but you are seeing other 4x4s going through. Of course you see places selling stuff really geared towards the tourists here. What do people do with these?
Oh, they put them here. People who are interested in that aspect of geology.
Yeah.
And they put them at home, in the garden, in the library.
So it's just for the look. Just
for the look.
Okay.
And those who know what it is, this is another matter.
Yeah. But this is the reality. Traveling across Tunisia, I've actually seen very, very few tourists, but certainly this is a very, very popular destination. We see a big tour group here. For good reason, of course. It's a beautiful place.
Which is like the sand on the left side.
Stepping down just through this couple of buildings here and this little settlement, you get quite a nice view, the palms down below, the mountain foothills in the background. This kind of strange geology, this white colouring that it seems to have. So here we get a fantastic view over the valley below, and here you see the tallest of the date trees. And you know why they're so tall here? Because date trees need sun. So they grow taller and taller and taller to get the most sun from the day. And this high point here is known as Place La Rue, La Rue being the name for the mountain goat. You see the mountain goat up above me here. They used to live in these parts, but we won't see a real one now, unfortunately. Wow, would you look at this view? The desert just looks endless from here, up in this little village above the oasis. Of course, the village here exists historically because of the oasis. It's a place where people could actually settle in this desert land.
This way, you see the people moving.
Yeah.
They're following the stream. The water coming from the spring, which is at the end where you can see a path.
Yeah.
You see that? We are going to reach that place.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, do you want a shortcut?
A shortcut? No, I'm not going over there. yeah, you do your shortcut. Oh no, I need you to show me around. Oh, this seems to be the high point now, the path through. A very small little path through here. Wow, look at that. Let's climb through the other side. Ah, there we go. And the breeze through here is just fantastic. It feels so cool. It's lovely. So welcome. And we're going to head down now towards the source of the water. I can hear the water from here. I just got a glimpse of like a waterfall earlier. This is what actually feeds the oasis, what feeds the life into this little village. Here we have a natural way down caused by erosion over the years. I'm not going to take that route. I'm not a mountain goat. I'm not nimble enough for this. I'm just a middle-aged man. I'm going to take the slightly easier route. It's really incredible to think what seems like such a small water source, like almost a slow-running tap, is the source of all this life here, all this green. Wow, and the water, it feels so lovely and cool as well. I guess as you'd expect just coming out from the rocks here. Oh, wow. And it's lovely seeing the dragonflies darting around the area. I can hear frogs in the background as well, but I can't see them. It may be small, but it is continuous, and it's breathing life into this place. What would be stark desert land, into this beautiful oasis. It's strange, as we follow the water source down, it seems to become stronger. Get a little waterfall here. And the reason we see this effect is firstly the confluence of the water coming from a bigger source at the top into a smaller pathway, but also then the elevation. We're going downhill more, so we see this increase in the water and the water flow. And there's some incredible geology right here. You see closely on this, and it's made entirely of shells, fossils. And this is from millennia ago, before the meteorite hit the Earth, back when this was undersea and is now up here in these mountains. It's really incredible to see. Wow. And here we see the types of dates as well on the palms here. So the dates that you see low down like this, the yellow ones, can actually be eaten like this. But then what you see at the top of the trees is much more bigger clumps of the dates. Well needed drink after all that walking around in the sun. Some lovely fresh pomegranate juice. I've not seen pomegranates like this before. They're actually very, very yellow appearing, more than the kind of purple, pinkish sort of thing you normally get.
How much is juice? 16 that.
Oh, it's very sweet. Not sour at all. Much sweeter than pomegranate I'm used to. It's sweet, it's dry, it's subdued, but delicious. Very, very good. Chebika here has absolutely exceeded my expectations. This has been beautiful, fascinating, and if this is a sign of things to come today, then I'm in for a real good day. Well, just following the road here towards Midès and the Algerian border, getting fantastic views from up on these mountain roads here, and suddenly I pass by here signs saying, nice panorama, nice photo. Who am I to argue with that? Okay, there seems to be more signs pointing me this way. Let's go have a look. Okay, gonna try some palm juice here.
Palm juice.
Oh, this is palm juice. Okay.
Natural, bio.
Yeah.
All this. A picture to show how it is
Okay.
hygienic.
Oh, okay.
One
So,
for
I
me
take
and you
yeah.
have one. Okay.
Palm juice.
Palm juice.
Natural.
Okay, yeah, this is really fun. Now, you know, I kind of feel like I have to like this because this man, not only is he the guardian of the mountains, but also he's got a gun up there. So I'm not going to say I don't like it, am I?
Decoration.
All right then. So sweet, so nutty. The closest I can place it is like coconut. If coconut was way, way sweeter. Yeah, in all seriousness, that is honestly really, really nice, and all that sugar is going to give me some great energy. Another great little experience today. Sure, why not? Thank you, sir. Oh no, oh no!
Hey, let's take a boat.
I don't want troubles.
This is what happens when you don't pay. Well, you see here where the waterfall is coming down, again another confluence of a lesser stream coming into a smaller point. But you see all around the layers of the rocks, the geology of the place. There's clearly been some major kind of slippage of these rocks in the past. You can see they don't really look that stable. I wouldn't want to stand beneath them for too long. But also you see the more kind of muddy rock here. And this is where the river from the waterfall used to be a lot higher in the past. Okay, I'm not really dressed right for the waterfall proper, but hey. Ah! Okay, I need that. So this is the oasis of Midès. You have the distinctive palms, of course, providing the dates. You've also got orange and pomegranate trees down below mixed in. And there's a new town to Midès as well, a new town where people actually live, a town with houses, schools, more modern infrastructure, not like we saw earlier. Wow, being up above the Midès Canyon here, it's just breathtaking. It's a spectacular view. You come to the edge here and you expect to see something, but you don't expect to see this. Wow, Midès Canyon, that was something pretty special. I'm back down to Tamaqzah now, the biggest around here of the oasis towns that I've seen. We see the oasis here, but also the ruins of the old settlement of Tamaqzah. So what are we looking at here with the ruins? Is this the origin of the town?
Yeah, remains of the real village. And here we have the wadi, in which you find water when it rains much.
Yeah, this would be a big river in the rainy times.
Yeah, in rainy times, that's where we call wadi.
Yeah.
Okay, and it goes down by the oasis and cross to the other side where we find the water.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, this line joins the other side of the oasis, and when it rains there's much water.
It's beautiful to see the origins of the town here, but let's head into the new town now because it's really about lunchtime. Okay, so next up I'm in Tamaqzah, in this oasis town, kind of near the Algerian border, but certainly really hot in the desert here. And I'm going to try some proper traditional food here. Of course there's going to be couscous and a whole load more. Okay, so some of the food has arrived here already. We've got this lovely bread, different sorts of bread here. Always so generous with the bread here. You get a great big plate full of it. And then we got this interesting little sauce here. I think it's like a harissa. Supposedly it's a paprika paste which is softened within olive oil, with the olives sitting all around it. And then the traditional soup from the region. I'm not quite sure what's in it. That was kind of lost in translation, but we'll see what it tastes like, right? Okay, let's start with some of the bread and some of this harissa style paste. Oh yeah. Definitely get that fresh paprika there. And then there is quite some hefty spice going on there. Definitely got a little burning on the tongue there. Tasty, but potent. Okay, now the bit I'll be looking forward to here, this traditional local soup. Definitely thick. Thick, hearty, tomatoey. I'm not quite sure what this is in here, like some kind of lentils or something like this, or is it actually couscous in here? I'm not sure. I'm sure someone can tell me in the comments below. Food just keeps on coming, so here we've got a nice fresh salad by the looks of things, some cucumber, tomato in there, some red onions, maybe a tiny little bit of paprika in here. And then we've got this deep fried looking thing here, and this is supposedly called brick. Got this crunchy fried exterior, and then supposedly the interior is egg based. Oh. That salad has some real unusual flavour that I don't kind of expect. It's kind of like citric, but not. Just kind of tastes tropical in a way. If that's even a flavour, which it's not, I don't really know how to put it. Something delicious going on there. Okay, now, I am super curious about the brick, as it's called. That's really nice. So you've got this egg mixture in there, sure enough. Seems to be mixed with some sort of herbs in there as well. And then you've got the nice kind of oily, greasy flavour where it's deep fried here. Now, I'm led to believe that the brick is going to taste even better if I squeeze some lime on it. So, who am I to argue with that from a local? Okay, brick with lime. Oh yeah. Yeah. That is good, actually, that is good. That really adds a nice burst of bright, sparky flavour to it. Oh yeah. And this supposedly is the main event, the lamb couscous. I can't believe I've been a week in Tunisia and I've not yet had couscous. I thought it was going to be every single meal, but this is the first time. Alright, let's just give that a little bit of a try with the sauce here. The couscous is really light and fluffy, really nice there. The sauce, just nice tomato sauce, not spicy, just really kind of, yeah, nice, tasty, fresh tomato sauce. Simple, but effective. Then let's see what some of this lamb's like. Oh, yum. Cooked on the bone here, clearly slow cooked, soft, delicious, meaty, lamby, lovely. Okay, and there's one other little thing with dessert here. I've been seeing them all morning, up the trees. How can I not try one? Dates. So this is one of the ones that you find at the top of the tree on its way to fully ripening. Well, let's see what they're like. Oh, wow. The first striking thing is it's really, really soft. I didn't expect it to be so soft when I bit into it. That's got a lovely flavour. Very, very sweet. Sweet, soft, delicious. Wow. Oh, what a cracking feast that was. I would say I'm ready to continue the day, but I'm absolutely stuffed now. Beautiful. Some good, honest, traditional Tunisian food. Gotta love that. Okay, so after that great lunch, we're going to go and see something completely different. We've seen the mountain oases this morning, now we're going to go down into the desert proper. This is why we've got the 4x4. We're going to see some amazing sights, and we're going to geek out on some of the places that were used as Star Wars sets. Alright, let's hit the road. Okay, so we've really come off the proper road now onto what is still effectively a road, still a man-made road, called the washboard because it's kind of pretty rough like that and also covered in a lot of sand. And this is taking us now around the edge of the old salt lake, the el-Gharsa. You still see some of the salt in places, but mostly we just have a very big flat plain. It does feel like desert, certainly doesn't feel like a lake, anymore at least. Well, here we go. This is so peaceful here, really in the desert out here. So peaceful. And look at this, it just never seems to end behind me. But what I come across here is this bizarre castle in the middle of nowhere. But it's got more of a story than that. Let's take a look. And certainly, as you can see when you look close up, there really is something wrong here. This isn't real at all. It's just a prop for a TV show. Supposedly it was developed by a company out in the Emirates. They were here filming for about 10 months and no one knows what happened. They just kind of disappeared and left this here. As you see, it's nothing more than just a facade in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere. Just out in the distance here, I don't know whether it's going to come out in the camera at all, but we see a mirage. Where you can see the false water, the reflection of the hills behind. We see another mirage ahead. Really looks like a lake up there, but it's not at all. It's just tricks for the sun. And this is the famous site here of Ong, meaning the camel's neck. So called after the bit of rock that protrudes from the top here. Let's try the view from the hill. It's actually quite an easy climb just getting up to the top here to get this spectacular view over the desert. You see the salt lake below here, just the white all over from the salt deposits. You can't see the mirage anymore. The skyline is kind of normalized up on that side, and you just see for miles around. Wow. And as I descend there back to the ground level, the mirage reappears. We're going to head on to the last site for the day now. Just stopped off for a soft drink there. I've got to say, I've stopped off at worst place in the world to have a drink. Wow. Right in the middle of the desert like this by the Camel's Neck. Alright, let's hit the road. Now this next stop off in the desert should really satiate my inner geek. I absolutely loved the Star Wars movies when I was growing up. Coming through this environment now, I can absolutely see why this was the inspiration of the desert planet of Tatooine, the place where Luke Skywalker grew up, and also Anakin Skywalker in the more recent movies. Okay folks, apologies for geeking out for a moment, but this is Mos Espa. The spaceport from Star Wars Episode 1, controlled by the Hutts, where Anakin Skywalker was a slave and then was rescued to later grow up to become Darth Vader. And being here, it just feels unreal. It really does feel like I'm in the set from the movie. And in fact, this is a set from the movie. This is not a real town. But, wow. Wow, it feels so amazing to be here. This is crazy. Just being on this movie set. Now I know, this isn't the real Tunisia, it's not a real town, it is a movie set, but it still feels just amazing being here, and it is part of Tunisia in that way. It did inspire Tatooine. Even the name Tatooine is based on a real place in Tunisia. Tatooine is actually a region and city, and we're going to be heading a lot closer to there tomorrow. But for today, we're going to wrap it up, we're going to head out of the desert. But wow, what a day.